Hi, this is Tracey from Mindless Crafting, and today I'm going to show you how to make these adorable policy envelopes. Super easy to make, and you're going to want to make a ton of these. So let's get started. It's a beautiful day today, so I have the window open, so you might hear some outdoor sounds, but that's okay. So I made these using our beautiful multimedia or mixed media paper, and this is a digital paper in our store. And look how gorgeous those look. Oh my goodness. And you can take just about any kind of cardstock and make these, and you can make them in any size. I want to show you what the size for this one is. This is about 7 inches, 7 inches exactly, by 8. Okay, so it's probably going to be maybe about somewhat the same size as this. We'll see once I get to folding, but it might not be exact. So when I print out my digital paper, I print it out using my EcoTank 3760. I love it. Look how vibrant the color is. And I print it out on a 90-pound cardstock. And so that's what the inside looks like. And now that I'm looking, I've got a little bit of a curve right there. I'm just going to cut that off because that's going to be the actual top. So I'm just going to cut that straight off so it looks straight. Okay, so what you're going to do is, first thing is to fold. You're going to take the outer edges and you're just going to overlap them a bit. So I like to come a little bit over on one, and then the other, I just want to come over just a tiny bit so that it's overlapped. Just a little bit, because I'm going to put some glue right here. So we're just going to take it and overlap it a little bit. And let me grab my bone folder. You just need to have something to glue it to the other side without it going on this part here, because you don't want to glue that down and then you can't open the inside of your envelope. Okay. Okay, so you're going to either glue it like this, whichever you prefer, or you're going to glue it like this. Okay, but before you even glue, which was a little happy accident, I'm not going to call it a mistake because it still worked out, I ended up gluing it first. So for the bottom part, let me just show you one of these. You see that bottom part right there? That part, you're just going to fold up. Maybe about a 1/2 inch, right? So you're just going to fold that. And don't worry about this part sticking up. It's okay. Okay, let me get my bone folder. Okay, so you got that part. Then you're going to want the flap on here. So depending on how long you want that flap to be, let me just open that up, because I'm going to show you how to make the closure for this too. Depending on how much you want that flap to be on there, like this part right here, that's what you're going to fold over. So I'm going to just eyeball it, maybe go to about here, and just fold it over. And this is like the basic part, and you'll see in a moment. Once you do about 2 of these, you're going to have this, you'll be able to do this without even looking at a video. Okay, so once you open this back up, this is what you should have. Okay, so what you're going to do on this bottom part, you're going to leave this part right here. These parts you don't need, so let's cut those off. So I'm going to take this and cut that off. And I wanted to do this step by step for you, just because. And I'm keeping these little pieces, these little scrap pieces, just because. Never know when you can use it. And the paper is just too beautiful to throw anything away. And I could use it to cover up my bread. Okay? All right, so you want to cut that part off, and then you want to cut these two ends off right here at the top. It's super easy, right? Some people were calling these policy envelopes, and some were calling them inter-office envelope. What do you call it? Let me know in the comments below. And what would you use this for? Some said you could use this for a gift card. I think that would be nice. You could put some crafty goodies for a friend in here. Look how cute that is. This looks like it would fit like a candy bar too. Okay, so once you finish with that, before you fold this and start to glue, you take your scissor and you just cut in. Cut in right at the bottom there. That's going to help you fold it up better. Okay, so first thing you're going to do now is glue this, and I don't know which, I think I'll go that way. So I'm just going to take a little bit of glue here. Just a little bit. And I'm going to try not to come too close to the edge because I don't want it to spill over. So I'm really taking my time here because I really want you to get this. Because once you get it, you got it. Okay. So that should work. And then you're going to fold this part upward. Look how pretty that paper looks. Look what it's going to look like on the other side. So pretty. You can do this and put something inside of it, maybe for a coworker, maybe a little note or some little treats or something, some kind of flat candies, right? Miniature candy bars you can fill it up with. Okay, so look how nice and neat that looks. Put a little bit more glue right here. Just try not to be, I've been very heavy-handed with my glue lately. Okay, so now let's work on this part. Okay, so for this area here, we want to have that rounded corner. And if you want to do it with your scissor, you can. If you want to take something round and then trace it at the edge to get that roundness, you could do that too. But I do have my corner rounder, so I'm going to use that. How cute is that? Looking good so far. And then you have that nice, neat look when you fold it down. Okay, so one more thing we're going to do. I'm going to grab my punch. And I'm going to just make a little notch right there. Look how cute that looks. Okay, so now we're ready to create our buttons. Okay, so we have, I use my packaging, y'all, and I just cut some circles out. Okay, so you can either do a couple of those. If you don't have like packaging, then you can just take some of your paper that you have left over and stack it. Right, so you can take these and stack them on top of each other to give it more dimension. So you just keep gluing them on. All right, or you just take a couple of these. right? This is a cereal box. Okay, and you just stack them on top of one another. And it's sturdy enough too. If you stack a bunch of these though, it'll be sturdy enough. You'll be surprised at how sturdy that is. Okay, and then we need a nice, pretty piece to go on top. Something that looks pretty good. I don't know if that will be big enough. Let's see if I can get a whole circle out of that. Nope. So let's try something else here. Oh, here's one. Okay, we can get a whole circle out of this. This is why I like to keep my scraps. Okay. And so now we can take this. And we can just glue it right on top of there. And so it makes that look of the button. So now let me go ahead and get some brads out. Okay, so I got my brads out, and I thought I would go with this gold. I've got lots of these, and these have been in my stash for a while now. I got them on Amazon, and I'll leave the link for you if you want to get some. But I have them in this gold, and then I have like multicolored, which is what I use for these. Okay, so I'm going to take this and my button, and I'm going to go right through the center of it. Now I've been off a bit on this, but I'm okay. This looks like it could be the center. We will see. And then I'm just going to make a hole right in what looks like the center. But just have fun with it. You see that one's a little bit off, but that's okay. And then I'm going to take another one right here, make a hole right here. Make sure I'm using the right one. So I want to kind of be in the middle of this, like right about there. And I'm eyeballing it. Don't stress out too much if it's not like dead center. You'll be okay. It'll be okay. And that looks like it's center enough for me. And so I'm just going to take that, put it through there, and that gold brad really looks good. Okay, and just open that up and press. And you've got your first button on there. Is it in the center? Look close. No, it's not. But guess what? It's okay. Now I'm going to take one of these pieces, right? Because I saved my pieces. I'm just going to glue it right on top of there. Let me just neaten it up a little bit. This is one of those nice weekend crafts. You can make a bunch of these, right? Fill them with little goodies. Ooh, tea bags would be nice in here. This would be nice, little tea bag pouch. So get all your decorative paper out. Let that dry a little bit. Now you have a little cover up there. And I mean, if you want to leave the brad showing, that's okay too. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our other button together. I think I'm just going to match the buttons on this one. But these are so fun to make, y'all. You can make a bunch of buttons too and just add them to different things. No one's going to know that this button was a cereal box in its prior life, right? Great way to recycle. Okay, let's go ahead and get this next one. Let's see if I can center it this time. Let's see what it looks like. Almost, right? Okay, this one is a little bit more tricky, okay? So I'm going to line this up, and I want it to come down right about here. Again, eyeballing it. If you want it to be further down, you can, but I think it'll be nice right here. Something like that. So I'm going to open this up, my fingers, and I'm just going to push this in without really trying not to poke myself and poke the other hole. My crocodile won't get in there like that, but don't worry about if the hole looks kind of, I guess, yucky, because it's going to be covered up anyway. Don't poke yourself and try not to poke through the other side. Okay, so now we're going to take this, and the best you can, just do your best. You can do it. I want this a little bit open before I start going in there. Let's see. It'll be a little bit easier if I have it open just a little bit. Okay, so that's going to look so cute. Okay, let me just turn it this way. Open it up just a little bit. And my hole looks too small on there. It looks too small, but I think it'll be okay. Watch. It's going to be okay. Push it through there. I can see myself. And then I'm going to just kind of finagle it a little bit and open it up. I'm just going to hold it on this side and open that up to flatten it out. Sorry if you can't see it, but I feel it right there. And I'm making sure it's very flat. And so that's what it looks like on the inside. See, it looks pretty neat, right? Now, on the other ones, I think, let's see if I did it on this one. I did drop some paper down in there, but I think this will be fine the way it is. It's pretty flat on there. I pretty much flattened it out really good. And then we're going to take that, pull that down. And now we're going to take some twine. And I'm going to use this twine because it looks something, I think it'll go great with this. Yes, it will. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this, slip it right under there, and I'm going to go around with this one. Just so that it at least goes around once, and then I could like kind of tuck it under. So I'm just going to use this and tuck it right inside of that. And now that's pretty secure. And it's a small envelope. You don't need anything really strong on this. And it'll get used to going, the more you play with it, it'll get used to going around and around. Okay, and then I'll cut it off. Okay, let's pull that a little bit tighter. And you can just go right around here again, and you're good to go. Now, was that easy enough for you to try something like this? I think it is. But let me know what you would use this for. Gift card, tea bags, maybe some candy bars or some treats. I think these would be great. And look how the other sides look. Look at that. That's little matching ones. That looks like that can hold like a gift card in it. Imagine the possibilities with your 12 by 12 paper. You can make them bigger if you want. Okay, so that is it for our tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this gave you some ideas. I know the wheels get to turning when you see something like this. But y'all let me know what you think. Oh, one other thing is on this one, if you notice there's a flower underneath. This one I did on the live stream, but I cut in a little further. So that's just another option you can do, is to cut it in. And I see my thing is sticking out right there. My brad. All right, probably needs a little bit more glue. And so you can cut it inward, and that way it leaves that little space. These were just straight down. So you just pick and choose what you like best. All right, so that's it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also come and join Mindless Crafting on Facebook. We have a Facebook group, Mindless Crafting Facebook group. That's the name of it. And I will see you on the next live or on the next video. See you real soon. Bye.